All right, heated blanket ready, cereal ready. All right, let's get started. Have you noticed like people like to lie a lot, like being disingenuous basically? Like you will be in an argument, like let's say the conversation or debate is about, let's say, the military or the country's defense, right? And you were talking about, oh, we're spending too much money on the military, there's too much military spending and everything, right? They'll respond with, so you want the country to not have a military? Like, they're trying to misrepresent your argument, but even after you admit that, they won't even admit fault because they must think you're dumb or you're too stupid to realize that they're being disingenuous, or they know that they're being disingenuous, but you know that they can't definitively prove you wrong, so there must be like doubt somewhere in the air or whatever. I don't know. Or the thing I don't like the most, which is just moving the goalposts. Like they would just change the standard of proof as they're being proven wrong. You'll show them evidence and then afterwards they'll say, oh, I need better evidence, that's not proof, I need something better. Like, you just asked for evidence, yet you're asking for more evidence, a better evidence, and saying if I don't show you that, then oh, that must be false. Like, what? You can't just move the goalposts. You agreed on this standard of proof, and then I handed you this standard of proof, and just because it doesn't prove your point right, you're going to be like, oh, that's not proof, oh, it's not better. Like, what do you mean it's not better? Like, you need a better one or whatever. Like, what? I gave you the proof that you asked for, therefore you are wrong. Now you have to admit you're wrong. Or if you don't admit you're wrong, you're just an idiot. Point blank and simple, bro. Like, people who don't admit they're wrong, they're just idiots, bro, because you got to be an idiot to not admit fault, especially if you are obviously in the wrong. If you know you're not obviously in the wrong, you don't admit fault, you're not an idiot, you're just smart. People who just admit fault or like don't admit fault and they are clearly obviously in the wrong, then it's just GG's at that point. It's just GG's at that point. Another thing I also dislike is them just cherry picking evidence. Like, they would just only show their data that supports their arguments than mine or whatever. Like, everybody got a bias, but nowadays the bias is like super duper strict and shit. Like this dude could support one study that agrees with him, but ignore the 20 others that disagrees with him. Like, such as like, oh, it's like the world is flat argument. If you argue the world is flat, there's going to be a source that's obviously going to state that the world is flat. But there's going to be multiple hundreds of thousands of other sources and everything like that that's going to state it being not fact. So of course there's going to be something that agrees with you, but is that agreement based on like factual evidence or just an article explaining some bullshit? Like, people really got to look into like facts and shit, but what they do is they just pretend not to understand, which that irks me too. Like, all of this shit irks me. They just pretend to not understand the whole plot of the whole conversation. Like, oh, I'm not here, I don't understand. Like, dude, you understand me, I understand you. If you don't understand me, you're a retard. Simple as that. It's nothing complicated of what I'm saying, bro. There's nothing complex what I'm saying. Like, these people think I'm talking like some rocket science or something, like saying like, oh, the rocket go here and and then x equals squared. And first off, why is there even letters in math? But that's another topic, another story for another moment of time. Like, they would just always act confused to avoid the point, which is so stupid, because me and you both know that you're not confused. Like just stop it at that point. Like, you're not making sense, even though the argument's clear. I could say the sky is blue, and the reason why we call the sky is blue is because everybody else called the sky blue, even though everybody knows the sky's not really blue. It's just blue based off the chemicals in the ocean that goes up into the sky and everything. Like, if our ocean was like red, our sky would be red. If our ocean was pink, our sky would be pink, simple as that. But then they'll say, oh, I don't understand. Like, dude, you understand. You will understand, bro. You understand a lot. What do you mean? You understand more than me. It's crazy, because like I'm an idiot over here and you're the smartest guy in the world, because it's just doesn't make no fucking sense. Really doesn't at all. And then they have the audacity to have confidence in whatever they say. They have all the like this false confidence that people are getting is fucking insane. They speak very confident about something they don't know about, like, such as if a person is making a statement about the Israel and Palestine conflict and they don't really look up on war and history, like their hobby is making cakes, but they all of a sudden have a Israel Palestine opinion because they're crushed as the Israel Palestine opinion. If they say I like Israel, that's good and bad depending on who you ask. If you say you like Palestine, that's also good and bad depending on who you ask. But they won't have a valid reason. Like they'll say, oh, why do you like I'll ask why you like Palestine, and they'll be like, oh, it's because Israel's doing a genocide and da da da. But on top of it, they'll also like squish them in together with Hamas and everything, saying like, oh, Hamas is so great, Hamas is so this, Hamas is so that, all of the bullshit, right? But they really won't know anything really about the conflict at all. It's just a game of telephone for them. Like whatever one person says, they'll say because it sounds good and feels good to them. It's like virtue signaling. Well, it is virtue signaling. It's not like it, but it is virtue signaling, whatever the word is. Like they'll say this is basic science or politics, even though they're guessing. And then it just brings you back to them appealing to the popularity of the people. They will claim something is true because so many other people said it. Like such as everyone knows that's true. Like what, are you everyone? Is your name everyone? Did your mom birth you out of her cooch and say, oh, your name everyone now? First, last name Eva, first name greatest? Like what are we talking about? Are you everyone? Like just cite some sources, cite some evidence, cite something, bro. You're not citing anything. You're just being disingenuous. Like come on, bro. Like everyone knows this. Beep boop bot. Are you a bot? Are you an NPC? Speak to me. Like no, don't speak for everyone, speak for yourself and cite some evidence for yourself and for the argument at hand. And then when you finally just push them to the corner, they just get you like some insults or whatever. I think that's called like ad hominem or whatever, something like that. Like for instance, like if I say let's see, black people are on the bottom of the social class in America in terms of race. If I say that inside of a VC full of people, they'll say you're just saying that because you're broke. Like you're broke too, bitch. What do you mean I'm broke? Like yeah, new day, I got tired, I went to sleep, new clothes and everything, just got a shower, new day. But there's one more part that I want to talk about, and I think I wrote it down. Let me see. I wrote it down somewhere. Oh yeah, they be shifting the burden of proof. I had to write it down because I kept forgetting it. They shift the burden of proof, which basically what it means is just they'll make you prove them wrong instead of them proving their own claim, providing evidence on their own claim, you know? Like, for example, they'll say, I know this is wrong, or I know this is true, but I want you to prove me wrong on how it's like true or whatever, or wrong, whatever, you know, or prove me wrong. The person who's making the claim is supposed to provide you evidence, not the other way around. It's point blank simple, just like that. All right, I think that's all I have for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, man, bye.